All right. Hello, one and all. I'm so psyched for this. Welcome to the stream. I am Jimbo Dickens, and today, this has been a long time coming. I've really wanted to do this for a while. We are running a CPU tournament to see who is the greatest Smash character of all time. We have built out a bracket that has every single Smash character minus Wii Fighters. I feel like those are a little bit of a gimmick. But we have every single Smash character, including Echo Fighters, Pyra, and Mythra. All of the Pokemon trainers are their own individual characters. So we are going to begin. But before we do that, let's just take a quick look at our bracket here. Oh, of course it's gonna do that. All right. So, whoa, that's too far. We have built out this bracket in such a way that we are basing each seed on their overall competitive ranking. So Steve is the highest ranked character used in competitive Smash, whereas where's the bottom one? 86. The Ganondorf is the lowest ranked. So, oh my god, I keep doing that. I hate how that does that. Okay. So, we have a bracket. It's going to be a 64-person bracket, but we need some qualifying rounds. So we have, what is that? 22 qualifying rounds to get through today. So we're going to see how far we get. We might get into some of the regular rounds. But to start, we're doing just the qualifying rounds. So, let us begin. Actually, I might just turn this screen off. Because do you still get the audio from it? Yes, you do. I don't, though. Well, I gotta do some quick settings. Properties. There we go. All right. So, let's get into this. I keep saying that. So let's go to Smash. We are going to do 2 stock up to the final 8 fighters. Once you get into the final 8, on both brackets, in the winners and losers bracket, we will then bump up to 3 stock. That's simply to save time because I've done this before and it took forever. So we're starting with 2 stock, going to 3 stock in the final 8 for each bracket. So let's go Battlefield. All of them will be on a random battlefield. No items, just fighting. So let's see. Our first battle is between Incineroar versus Link. Now, some backstory behind this. This is something that I have done with my friends from back home a couple times. So some of these characters already have their own lore. And one of those characters is Incineroar. Incineroar is a previous champion who basically fumbled his way to victory. So he's kind of become the villain of this. So I won't be rooting for him, but you can if you would like to. Oh, that was Great. All right, so Incineroar versus Fierce Deities Link. We're going to try and keep their outfits consistent throughout the battle. There are some notable exceptions, which we will get to those when we cross that bridge. But let's get right into our first battle. Incineroar versus Link. Alright, Incineroar going in first. What the fuck just happened with Link? Oh my god. It just does so much damage. As long as Link can get Incineroar off the map, he'll be okay. But as long as Incineroar is on the map, he's a danger. Ooh, almost getting him with the bomb. I was about to say Link looking pretty solid, but both looking pretty solid as well. Ooh, excellent combo. Excellent play. Link taking an early stock. Incineroar in a position to take a zone. Very well done by Incineroar. Not fumbling this time. Oh no. Anytime he does that suplex move, that's Link's putting himself in danger. Ooh, fumbling that. Incineroar gave him an opportunity. Ooh, and the tech by Incineroar. Well done. Ooh, perfect dodge. Oh no. Okay. All right, it's anybody's game. Both of them are in danger of getting knocked out. Link. Oh, and Incineroar takes it. Incineroar showing his dominance that he has already kind of shown, I guess. He didn't really show it last time. All right. Incineroar moving on to face number 1 seed Steve. Pretty almost identical damage given and taken. Pretty incredible. All right. And now port scores. Incineroar 2. There's 1. With scores. Incineroar moving on. All right, up next is going to be Ness versus King DDD. All right, where is Ness? I need to find. He should be top row. I'm very dumb. There he is. All right, and then Link is here, and then we go to King DDD, who is in the Brawl section. There he is. Was he in the Brawl section, or was he Wii U? Okay, and then we'll go... I like a Bumblebee Ness. I'm a big fan of the Bumblebee. And then we'll give... a little Ice Cold, the Ice King. All right. Round 2. Ness versus King DDD. Where will they play? Let's begin. Winner of this fight will go on to fight 16 seed Pikachu. All right, so we got King of Fighters stage. Getting into some of the newer maps early. Nessa's shown in the past to have some good combos. Oh man, Ness off to an early lead. Oh my goodness. Oh, showing some weakness there. Ooh, with the baseball bat, taking it quick. Barely showing any damage. This is much more one-sided. Oh, terrible. Terrible. Oh my goodness, showing weakness now. Oh, baiting him off screen. Oh, but miscalculates the up B. Unfortunate stock loss there by Ness. Ness putting himself in a very scary situation now. Could have been up 2-1, but unnecessarily back to an even fight. All right, but he's showing the work, showing his skill. Oop, messing up there a little bit. Ooh, good dodge by DDD. Oof, could have been bad for Ness. Ooh, DDD. Ooh, sending him to the moon. Ooh. Oh, and DDD taking it. Ness, unfortunate. That was a very unnecessary loss on Ness's behalf. But hey, that's how this goes. Yeah, Ness was dealing way more damage, but that just shows you how hard King DDD can hit. All right. Ness with 1, King DDD with 2. Mid scores. King DDD moving on to face Pikachu in the round of 64. Up next is Rosalina, former champion, well, not necessarily champion, former runner-up in a previous fight versus King K. Rool. All right, Rosalina and Luma is here. Rosalina and Luma versus King K. Rool. All right, let's go green. Unless, yeah, we'll go green. And then let's go the golden boy, King Midas, going against the Queen of Green. All right, on to Fight 3, Rosalina and Luma versus King K. Rool. Let's go. King K. Rool off to an early lead. But Rosalina has the ability to put out some damage. And just like that, she has evened it up. Ooh, solid hit with the down A. Rosalina is not to be trifled with. Ooh, the crown boomerang. Ooh, excellent play by Rosalina, picking up the crown. Oh, but whiffs on the throw. All right, it's anybody's game. King K. Rool. Ooh, but she gets a hit in with the Luma. Ooh, sneaky boomerang. Oh, and that is an easy KO by King K. As the Golden King got the Midas touch, though, Can he continue his reign of dominance? Rosalina getting some good damage off on him. But she needs a killing blow. And there it is. There's the killing blow. King K sending in some early damage. Rosalina returning. Ooh, King K going for the counter, but unsuccessful. Solid damage. Oh, Rosalina out early, excellently dodging. Oh my goodness, but she jumps right into the cannonball, and King K taking it to the round of 64. Well done, King K. Pretty even damage-wise. King K peaking out at 174. Wow, I've never really gone down all that way. That's a lot of stats. Okay. So that means King K is moving on to fight Roy in the round of 64. All right. Up next is Pichu and Bowser Jr. fighting for a spot to go up against newcomer Kazuya. All right. This is an interesting one. A couple of young bloods. Pichu and Bowser Jr. both on the younger side. Where is it? There it is. Bowser Jr. is here.
Bowser Jr.
All right. I think we gotta go martial arts Pikachu with the fire headband. This Pichu means business, and we're just gonna go Bowser Jr. If we really wanted to, we would have 8 entries for Bowser Jr. and all the Koopalings, but it would get a little samey. All right. Pichu versus Bowser Jr. Let's begin. Playing in Animal Crossing. Now, Pichu had a distinct disadvantage because, for whatever reason, every attack he does damages himself, as long as it does lightning damage. Don't know why they introduced that. He's just a worse version of Pikachu. All right, Pichu going in hard early on. Can they maintain and take a killing blow? Heavy hit. No down B, though. Ooh. Good dodge on the bowling ball, cannonball, whatever you want to call it. Probably cannonball because that's what it is. Not quite getting there. Ooh, needing a little bit more oomph. 169. Pichu, you are just damaging yourself by doing that. Ooh! What a dirty play by Pichu. I take back what I said. That was filthy. Oh, and going for it again, Pichu! What a game! Oh my god, not even losing a single stock. Incredible performance by the child. Pichu, not Pikachu. Pichu with some incredible edge guarding skills, fending off the Nepo baby, Bowser Jr. Wow, what a performance. Damage given 66% by Bowser Jr. Unfortunate. All right. Let's... Pichu with 2. Bowser Jr. with 0. Submit scores. Pichu going on to fight Kazuya. All right. Up next is going to be Ice Climbers versus Mewtwo. All right, let's see what was. All right. We got Ice Climbers versus Mewtwo.
Ice Climbers.
Versus Mewtwo. All right. Let's go. I really like this one. I like the green and yellow. It's a nice, appealing color. And then I always go for the dark Mewtwo. I think that's the coolest version of him. All right. Nana and Popo versus the clone. Let's go. Who will face off against Diddy Kong in the round of 64?
3, 2, 1, go!
Mewtwo able to reflect their projectiles. But they are sending too many of them his way. Oh my goodness, they're preventing him from even getting close. All right, getting them apart is a great plan by Mewtwo. When they're together, they are strong. Ice Climbers together strong. All right, Ice Climbers off to an early lead. But Mewtwo will not be deterred. He has the ability to put out massive amounts. Ooh, going for the smash. All right. Someone looking for an opening. Mewtwo, ooh, potentially taking it. Separating them. Excellent play. Getting his charge attack ready to go. Wastes it, unfortunately, with a great block by one of the Ice Climbers. Oh, but the Ice Climbers do go down. The Ice Climbers return with a stock of their own. Even battle. 0-0, but Mewtwo able to give a little bit of damage early on. Ooh, great dodge by the Ice Climbers. Ooh, but one of the Ice Climbers does not make it back up. This is a distinct disadvantage for the Ice Climbers. They do not have as much recovery opportunity when they are separated. Will this be the end of the Ice Climbers? Oh, with an incredible psycho shot, whatever it's called. I don't care. Charge attack. Great job, Mewtwo. Well done. All right. Oh, he's so sad. All right. Wow. Absolutely one-sided fight. Well, that's also because there are 2 of the Ice Climbers and only half of that damage counts. Okay. Moving on. Mewtwo succeeding to move on And we'll face Diddy Kong in the round of 64. Up next, bit of an oddball grouping, but I like it. We got Wii Fit Trainer versus Duck Hunt going up. And whoever wins that fight goes up against Mr. Game & Watch. That's a great combo. All right, so we got Wii Fit Trainer. Where are they? They're over here. Wii Fit Trainer versus Duck Hunt. Arguably one of my favorite characters. We're going to go... Let's go red female trainer. And then we have to go with the Dalmatian Duck Hunt dog. All right. Who will go up against Mr. Game & Watch? Let's find out. All right, both of these competitors have some interesting movesets. Wii Fit Trainer able to recover a little bit of damage, while Duck Hunt Dog is struggling. Oh my goodness, Wii Fit Trainer showing the Duck Hunt Dog what is up. Oh, and dodging that expertly. Oh my goodness, the Duck Hunt Dog can't even get a word in edgewise. Wii Fit Trainer showing them why they are the trainer. Duck Hunt needs to do something quick before it is too late. Excellent explosive barrel on their part. Ooh, whiffing on some up airs. Ooh. Wii Fit Trainer trying to salute the sun. Oh, Duck Hunt does get a stock off. But they have an uphill battle ahead of them in order to make it into the next round. Just need to play perfectly. No mistakes. They are making too many mistakes at this point. Wii Fit Trainer able to get off a heel and get them into 145, but they are able to stay alive. Will they make it? No, they will not. Wii Fit Trainer showing them what for.
Don't forget to exhale when exerting yourself.
Well done, Wii Fit Trainer. Really not even letting Duck Hunt get in much against them. Truly a one-sided fight. All right. Wii Fit Trainer with 2 stocks. Duck Hunt with 1. Wii Fit Trainer will move on to fight Mr. Game & Watch. All right. Up next, we have Mega Man versus Ike. Got a heavy hitter versus a utilitarian fighter. All right, where is Ike? Ike is over here. And where is it? It's over here. Ike versus Mega Man, who is right next to him. All right. We're going to go classic Ike, but green. And we're going to go light blue Mega Man. The artillerist, jump shoot man, shooting lemons all over the place versus big ol' sword boy. Let's find out who is going up against Daisy in the next round. Ike has the ability to counter and has a lot more reach, but Mega Man has some excellent use of projectiles and utility moves. But Ike can deal damage. Ooh, great dodge. Getting a little chip with the lemon over there. Ooh, that was almost really cool by Mega Man getting Ike with the razor blade as he is off the ground. Still fairly even, though Ike has a slight lead. He can get another one of his attacks off. Ooh, going for the B. Ooh, with the counter. Oh, Ike showing him what it's like. All right, good block. But Mega Man able to get off a little bit. Oh, blowing up. Ooh, another counter, getting a little bit more damage off on Mega Man. Able to catch the blade in midair, showing Mega Man why he is a sword master. Incredible dexterity. Oh, but Mega Man able to take him out from below. Going for a counter, but unsuccessful. But able to deal some heavy damage. Good dodge by Mega Man. He's at a severe disadvantage. He's got to put something together, and he's unable to. Ike moving on.
Don't stand in my way.
But you know, Mega Man looks pretty happy about it. He's okay. Still fairly one-sided fight, but not too bad. All right. So we got Mega Man with 1, Ike with 2, Ike moving on, Mega Man going into the losers bracket. Let's take a quick look at the losers bracket. How's that shaping up? We still don't have any losers paired up yet. So, up net is going to be Dark Pit versus Dr. Mario, going up to find out who is fighting against Rob. All right. The R to the O to the B. All right, so we got Dark Pit versus Dr. Mario. All right, and we're gonna go. You know, we'll go Dark Pit with light clothes, and Dr. Mario. I mean, we gotta go with the black suit because he's the dirty doctor. He plays dirty. All right, Dark Pit versus Dr. Mario. Who will go up against Rob? Let's find out. Both of them have a fair amount of projectiles.
3, 2, 1.
Neither really hits hard. Dark Pit having the better recovery, though. Dr. Mario trying to take that early stock by playing edge games. Ooh, almost able to get that smash off. But Pit is not allowing him to do so. Good uppercut by Dr. Mario, the Dirty Doctor. Still fairly even, no one really showing any true signs of weakness. Ooh, getting him real close. Ooh, going for the spike, but unable to put it together. Excellent airplay by the Dirty Doctor himself. Oh, huge hit by Dark Pit, and it is a even match, only 14% separating the two of them. As we go into the final stock. Oh, Dirty Doctor able to get a lot of damage off. Oh, the spike! Incredible! He finally gets it off, and that's why he's the Dirty Doctor, folks. He plays filthy. Yeah, pretty one-sided, about 100% difference. All right. Dark Pit with 1, Dr. Mario with 2. Submit scores. Oh, excuse me, they are not going up against Rob. They are going up against Luigi. Ooh, that's an interesting fight. But that's not the fight we're interested in. Up next is Banjo and Kazooie versus Kirby. The golden boy of the Smash series, Sakurai's favorite. We are ready. The rare bear versus the golden boy. All right, Banjo and Kazooie versus Curb. All right, we gotta go with the Gruntilda theme, the zombie bear, the werebear, the rare bear versus Dark Kirby. All right, this one is to go up against Rob. Excuse me. All right, let us see who will be moving on to fight Rob. I know I said that last time, but let's see. Kirby is a little bit quicker than Banjo, but Banjo hits a little bit harder. All right, Banjo off to an early, hitting himself with his own grenade, but able to get another one off on Curb. All right, Banjo starting to run away a little bit. Kirby's got some work cut out for him. Ooh, Banjo showing he is not here to play. He is here to win. Already at 150% on Kirby. But Kirby, no, don't go for that. What are you doing? Not supposed to play favorites. Like, come on. What are you doing? Ooh, excellent dodging. Oh, and Banjo and Kazooie are able to get off a stock. Kirby has some work ahead of him, but he will not be deterred. He is showing him that he is here to fight as well, not here to play. All right, Kirby getting them up over 100 without taking much themselves. Ooh, good hit by Kirby. All right, someone do something. Stop doing your up B. You know it brings you up to that top level. Almost. Ooh, good dodge. Ooh. What's gonna happen? Interesting strategy by Kirby. Holding on a little too long to that grenade. Banjo taking advantage of the fumble by Kirby. Kirby able to take a stock, but an uphill battle at hand. Ooh, good down B. Ooh, excellent placement on that grenade by Banjo and Kazooie. Yikes, this might be the end. Kirby over 130%. Just trying to play damage control. Oh, and Kazooie and Banjo take him out with the Golden Feather Rush. Well done, Banjo and Kazooie. Kirby also just excited to be here. All right. Yeah, very one-sided fight. Almost 200% in favor of Banjo and Kazooie. Banjo and Kazooie are moving on to the round of 64. Up next is going to be Inkling versus Zelda to find out who will go up against Princess Peach. Let's get into it. Now, do we go Inkling boy or Inkling girl? I need a consensus. Inkling boy or Inkling girl? Let's get Zelda. And we are going to go with the low rule Hilda outfit. All right, I'm getting an Inkling girl. Anyone care to counter? Oh, we gotta go with this one. They got some cool hair. We're going Inkling girl. Inkling girl versus Zelda. Who will go up to face Princess Toadstool herself, Peach? Let's find out.
Three, two, one, go!
Sizing each other up, seeing who's going to take the lead. Zelda starting to make their moves, going with some excellent damage control. Not really letting Inkling girl get in a word edgewise. Ooh, excellent play off screen or off stage. Good dodge by Inkling. Gonna need to start making some moves or Zelda is going to capitalize on the damage deficit. Good block there. Still really not able to get anything. Okay, couple hits. Oof. Zelda needs to make their move soon, or Inkling Girl might be able to get some... Ooh, Zelda with a filthy offstage play. Although Inkling does return the favor with some huge damage. Excellent dodge there. Inkling Girl seems to be a little scared at this moment. They're really not closing distance. They're trying to stay away, and I think that's hurting them in the long run. Huge play by Inkling Girl, closing the gap. This is no longer one-sided. This is still anyone's game. Inkling dangerously close to being taken out and into loser's bracket. But they will be not be taken lightly. Oh, with the absolutely cruel taunt down A in the air. Zelda moving on to the Princess Derby. Inkling Girl, unfortunately, will be moving into loser's bracket, but it's not over for anyone who goes into loser's bracket. They could still win this. It has happened before. All right, we got 1 stock to Zelda's 2 stock. Zelda will move on to fight Peach. And up next is going to be Pit versus Little Mac. All right, folks. It's time. Who will be going up against Bayonetta? Little Mac, the people's champ. This is one of those characters that has lore. All right, so we're going regular Pit versus Little Mac. Where is he? He's somewhere. I cannot find him. There he is, all the way to the right. All right, so we're going to change Pit to Dark Pit because it's fun. And then Little Mac always wears his training sweats until he makes it to the final. If he doesn't come out of them. But we will begin. Little Mac versus Pit. Who will go up against Bayonetta? Let's find out. Two kind of polar opposite characters here. We have Little Mac, who does best on the ground, and Pit, who seemingly does best in the air. As long as Little Mac stays on the stage, he is dangerous. Though he's not really showing it right now. Pit putting in work on Little Mac. Little Mac taking it slow, or is he just having an off day? Wow. Amazing fight so far on Pit's behalf, not letting Little Mac do anything. But just like that, Little Mac is not out of it. Able to recover, but Pit just sending him back and forth. Incredible stock by Pit. Barely taking damage. Little Mac coming back with a vengeance. Showing his true strength. The momentum that Pitt had is kind of dwindling a little bit. He needs to take advantage. No one really making any true big moves. Oh, great block by Pitt. Oh, but Little Mac able to knock him off with only 100%. Still not over, folks. Oh, that is a dangerous place. You do not want him to have his KO punch. If he connects, it is over, folks. Oh, and he misses. But he is able to get off some solid damage onto Pitt. Able to put him on the ropes. Will Pitt be able to take over after that absolutely dominant first stock? Or will Little Mac be able to come back? And Little Mac has done it! An incredible comeback by Little Mac. Pitt, unfortunately, losing all of the momentum that he had and is going into loser's bracket. Pretty even damage-wise. Well done. All right. Little Mac moving on. Up next, this one's for you, Brian. Lucas versus Ridley. Who will go up against the fastest thing alive, Sonic, aka Sanic, aka the Blue Blur? I don't know why I'm talking so much about Sonic. He's not even fighting yet. All right, Lucas is somewhere on this screen. Versus the Scourge of the Galaxy. I believe we did this one. And let's go green Ridley. Or actually, let's go original Ridley colors. Bright purple. Couple of purple boys. All right. Who will move on and who will be relegated to loser's bracket? Lucas versus Ridley. Ridley off to a startling start. Lucas finally able to get a little bit of damage off. Ooh, that reach, Ridley just has so much reach. Oh, but Lucas will not be deterred. Oh, what a huge health heal back. Incredible. Ridley needs to not make that mistake again. That's actually a really bad matchup for Ridley because they rely so heavily on their projectiles, but Lucas can just heal off of them. Good tech on Ridley's behalf. Ooh, getting a full loop on them. Ooh, but able to shoot Lucas through the ground. The hometown boy showing him he's not to be trifled with by any galactic scourges. One of them needs to make a move quick. Ooh, that was a bad play on Lucas's behalf, going for the kill with the PK Thunder. But Ridley able to take the first stock at 179%. All it takes is one good hit by Lucas, and Ridley is gone. Ridley now officially the highest percentage we've had so far in the bracket, over 200. Oh my goodness, Lucas needs something. There we go. Almost 225 and finally taken out. If Ridley can do that again, they will be moving on because Lucas is looking scary right now. Ridley, oh my goodness. Decisive second stock by Ridley. Learning from their mistake and not using those projectiles nearly as much in the second half of that fight. Ridley able to eke out a victory. 259 damage given by Lucas, and almost all of it was on the first stock. 238 was the final damage for Ridley's first stock. Incredible performance. All right. Ridley moving on. Excuse me. Up next is Sheik versus Villager. And the winner of this fight will be going up against Yoshi in the next set of this tournament. Words escape me at this moment. All right. So we got Sheik versus Villager. Versus Villager. Both tricksters in their own right. Let's... You know what? We don't do a lot of gold. Let's go gold Sheik. And then we go with the one with the crazy... I mean, they all kind of have crazy eyes. But let's go with this one. This one might be my favorite Villager. Two yellow and black clad combatants facing off. Let's go! Sheik versus Villager. Both have a lot of tools in their belt. One is a little more serious than the other. Sheik has the higher seed. But will that be enough to actually attain victory? How well do the Smash players know these characters? Pretty slow start. No one really getting any sort of upper hand. Excellent grab by Sheik. Able to get a couple good hits. Excellent play. Oh, getting tricked by the landmine. Unfortunate. Fortunately, Sheik does not have a lot of kill options until they are much higher percentage, so that could be their downfall. Yeah, even at 140%, that was not a lot of knockback. Meanwhile, Sheik getting knocked back nearly as far, if not more, with lower damage. Villager making a bit of a comeback. There's the one way that Sheik can kill with the up smash. Finally able to capitalize on that high damage. Ooh, but Villager doing a little bit of edge play, seeing if they can get another stock back against Sheik. Able to get out of the way of that down B. Oh, getting them under the stage, unable to get back. Well played by Villager. Coming at them with a vengeance. Not taking any damage yet this stock. Sheik is on a tear. Ooh. Finally getting some damage in on this stock, but it might be too little too late. Ooh, with the spike, that is scary for Sheik. %143% on the Villager, but getting hit by the tree, that was costly. Fireworks show unable to take out Sheik. Get away from that sprout. It is dangerous. Ooh, dangerous games. This is a close match. Oh, and Villager able to get him with the up air. Wow, even despite having 152%, Villager is able to take out Sheik. Yeah. Sheik dealing out far more damage than Villager, but Villager is able to capitalize on their higher knockback. Stock to 2. Villager moving on to go up against the Yosh boy. All right, up next is Ken versus Simon. Simon Belmont. All right, we got Ken versus Simon. All right, let's go. You know what? Let's go green Ken. Ooh, love that color. Yeah, we're going with that one for Simon. All right. Street Fighter Clone Battle. Simon versus the Vampire. Simon. Ken versus the Vampire Hunter Simon. Let's see who will go up against Olimar in the round of 64. Ken is the higher seed by a long shot, but sometimes that does not mean anything. Let's find out who will be victorious. Going in for some jungle japes. Early lead to Simon, but Ken getting a couple of hits in. Ooh, good counter. All right. Still pretty even. No one really getting any staggering hits. Everyone just kind of chipping away at the other. There's a solid play by Belmont. Good dodge. Ooh, Shoryuken through the floorboards. Oh, but Simon able to take him out. Not take him out, but get him from below. Again with the Shoryuken through the floorboards. Oh, a huge uppercut by Ken. Both of them at really high percentages. Who will be able to take the first stock? Good. Oh, and Simon is able to with one of his axe throws. Ken just not able to get that final hit off with that Tekmaki. I don't know what it's called. I don't play Street Fighter. Ken still struggling. Oh, Simon going down to terrible recovery. Still anyone's game. Both of them middling damage. Again, with the Shoryuken through the floor, that is becoming his signature move. Simon not learning from all of those times. Getting him with the boomerang on the backswing. Oof. There's just a wall of projectiles. Ken not getting anywhere near Simon. Ooh, Simon with a huge whip hit. Simon realizing that his advantage is being at a distance because Ken really does not have anywhere that he can... anything he can do if he's not up close. Pretty much. Oh, and Simon is able to commit with a fire blockade and then an axe to the face, moving him into the round of 64 despite being the underdog in that fight. I do love his celebration. All right. Wow. What a very high damaging fight. Yeah, both in the 300s overall, but Simon able to walk away with this one. All right. Forgot to show you. Simon is moving on. Up next is going to be Donkey Kong versus Robin. And the winner of that will go up against Mithra. All right. So we got Donkey Kong versus Mithra. Let's go blue outfit. And then we gotta go Grampy Kong. The Silver Fox. All right. Oh wait, we're not doing Pyra and Mithra. We're doing Robin. I'm dumb. Where's Robin? Robin is... there it is.
Robin.
Yeah, Donkey Kong versus Robin. What are we doing? We're gonna go with a schoolboy Robin. All right. DK versus Robin. Both white and red. Let's go. Robin able to get off to a bit of an early lead on Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong can get back very quickly, as I said. Ooh. A little bit of edge play by Robin, but not really able to successfully do so. Ooh, able to stall him out with some fire and send him flying to the stars, blasting him off again. Oh, going for a huge charge up, but unable to connect. Oh, but Donkey Kong able to take him out earlier. Going for the charge up. Will they use it on this stock, or will they wait for the next stock to get a huge burst of damage? Healing up, siphoning from Robin, or from Donkey Kong. Able to spike him with their up B, but they still have that charged attack in the bag, using it expertly. Both of them sizing each other up, evenly matched on this second stock. DK missing an up A, unable to deal some massive damage. Able to siphon off a little bit there. Still very, very close. DK able to hit him with, oh, double hit with that up skull bash. Incredible for performance by DK. Pretty evenly split damage. All right, DK's moving on. DK's going up against Mithra. So let's bring back the bracket. Say that 5 times fast. Bring back the bracket. All right, DK with 2, Robin with 1. All right, on to the 16th fight in this qualifying round. Byleth versus Jigglypuff. All right, there is an end in sight, folks. All right, Byleth versus Jigglypuff. The Harbinger of Death, the Rest Factory. All right, Byleth. Where are you? There you are. Versus Jigglypuff. You gotta go with the bow tie. It just makes them all that much scarier. And we are going to go green and orange Byleth. All right. Who will prevail and go up against Min Min in the round of 64? Let's go. Oh my goodness. That could have been dangerous for Jigglypuff. Huge damage by Byleth. Incredible. Wow. Jigglypuff flying all over the place already. And dangerously close to the top of the screen. Jigglypuff floating back down, unsure how to approach this, as Byleth is just taunting Jigglypuff. Seems to be a terrible matchup for the Puffball. Oh my goodness, a decisive stock by Byleth. Jigglypuff able to get in a couple more hits. Ooh, trying to put him to sleep, but unable to. Byleth able to dodge the rollout by Jigglypuff. Again able to dodge the rollout. Jigglypuff needs to put something together or this might be game over. Good dodge by Jigglypuff. It's a dangerous spot for them to be above Byleth, and Byleth able to take him out without losing a stock. Absolutely decisive performance by Byleth. That might be the biggest differential in damage we've seen. Maybe not, but very close. All right. Byleth will be moving on. Jigglypuff unable to get a single stock. All right. Up next is going to be Chrom versus Bowser. And the winner of this will go up against the 3rd seed Snake. Where are they? There they are. Chrom versus Bowser, directly above them. Let's go purple. Why not? And then we gotta go for the blue Bowser. All right. Who will be facing off against the explosives technician Snake in the round of 64? Let's find out. Chrom struggling a little bit with the reach, but able to come back and deal some hearty damage to Bowser. Bowser's still trying to figure out how to approach this, struggling a little bit to get more damage off. Chrom with a couple huge hits. Ooh, Chrom going for the kill. Bowser, oh, and he gets it. Ooh, huge block and then able to run through the fire to get to Bowser. Bowser needs to do something. And he does. Chrom unable to make it back to the stage and falls to the bottom. Bowser able to get off a down A. Able to swipe at him from below. Chrom losing a little bit of that early momentum. But gaining it back, Bowser is now looking to be on the back foot here. Needs to do something. And he does. He's able to hit him as Crom advances. Little bit more reach than Crom with those claws. Showing him off as he leads victorious into the round of 64. Crom unable to make eye contact as he is sadly defeated. Still fairly even damage-wise. But Bowser able to do just a little better than Crom. Bowser will be moving on. Going up against Snake. Up next is going to be Meta Knight versus the Piranha Plant. Meta Knight, once dominant in Brawl, now relegated to 50th out of 86. The winner of this will be going up against Joker from Persona. All right, let's get on with it. We got Meta Knight versus the Piranha Plant. All right, we gotta go with if we're going Dark Kirby, we gotta go Kirby ass Meta Knight. And then I believe we usually go with like the poison Piranha Plant. I actually really like the monochromatic one. Let's go that one. I like the leaves with the two tones. Anyway, Meta Knight versus Piranha Plant. Who will be victorious and go up against Joker? Let's find out. Meta Knight struggling a little bit at the beginning, but able to get some solid damage off on Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant able to dodge all of that flurry of attacks, but unable to capitalize. They are back to about even. Piranha Plant with some great recovery. Meta Knight also has some good recovery as well. Meta Knight with a massive hit. Playing off the edge. But Piranha Plant able to make it back. Meta Knight has to do something, and he does. Piranha Plant at a disadvantage, but able to come back fighting. Gets a couple of solid hits on Meta Knight. And it is not over, folks. Meta Knight in the hundreds. Taking some serious damage. Piranha Plant showing no weaknesses on this second stock. Piranha Plant almost able to get him off, but Meta Knight survives. But they are in danger. Piranha Plant able to respond with only taking 4% damage. Can Piranha Plant maintain this momentum? It does not look like it. Oh my goodness, going for a bold play in the air, but able to recover. This is not looking good for Piranha Plant. They have lost all of the momentum that they carried in that first stock. Meta Knight playing the edge game, but Piranha Plant able to knock him with that spike ball. Not able to. Oh, and Meta Knight takes it with a huge slash on the edge of the stage. Meta Knight is moving on. Excellent comeback, though, on that second stock by Piranha Plant. You cannot fault that. But Piranha Plant unable. Where'd Meta Knight go? He's just gone. He doesn't want to be seen. What a weirdo. All right, little bit more damage in Meta Knight's favor, but Piranha Plant stood their ground. Meta Knight. Oh, forgot to show you guys. Meta Knight moving on to face Joker. Up next, Captain Falcon versus Richter Belmont. Let's get right into it. The winner of this fight will be going up against Cloud, the 19th seed, versus Richter Belmont. All right, so let's go. Yeah, we're gonna go purple on Richter, and it's tradition at this point. We got Captain Fabulous. All right, who will be victorious and move on? Captain Falcon or Richter Belmont? Let's find out. Both of them immediately moving to engage. Richter able to get a couple of good hits in early. Captain Falcon able to respond a little bit, getting back to even. Ooh, with a gnarly wall of projectiles. Richter showing no mercy. Oh my goodness. Captain Falcon missing the axe flying through the air, getting tossed around. Oh my goodness, he needs to pay attention to those axes. They are doing damage on him. Oh my goodness, this is not fair to Captain Falcon. He's not paying attention. He's shaken. But it is no matter. Captain Falcon will come back. Ooh, able to miss, and then Richter able to capitalize on that. $178 damage. Oh, and he gets him with the axe mid-air. A savage attack on Richter's behalf. Captain Falcon now at a disadvantage, one stock down. Will he be able to carry momentum and get Richter back for the stock he took? Not looking like it. He's still getting bombarded by that wall of projectiles, but able to get a stock off. Oh, and yet another axe gets through. Oh, charging it up a little too long. Captain Falcon will not be, I say it a lot, but he will not be condemned to the losers bracket. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to talk. Captain Falcon disadvantaged on this final stock. Richter throwing him to the wolves. Captain Falcon trying to get something out of this. And he does with the knee. Captain Falcon advances. What a comeback. Incredible. I did not think he was going to be moving on, showing him what for. Incredible comeback by Captain Falcon. Yeah, Richter dealing significantly more damage than Captain Falcon, but Captain Falcon hitting him with that mid-air knee, one of his signature moves, and he's able to move on. All right. Up next is going to be Lucario versus Isabelle. And the winner of that will be going up against Pyra in the round of 64. All right. Lucario versus the receptionist, administrative assistant, Isabelle, but she is filthy. All right, let's go. We're gonna go green Lucario. Why not? And what's Isabelle feeling today? I think Isabelle is feeling a sweater more than the Argyle dress. Dog v. Dog. Who will be fighting Pyra in the next round, and who will be relegated to losers bracket?
3, 2, 1, go!
Isabelle getting a quick fish in before Lucario can even damage her. Lucario struggling to even get any damage off on Isabelle. Isabelle just too slippery, but finally able to get something. But Isabelle is significantly ahead. Lucario needs to do something better. Oh my goodness. Isabelle is absolutely destroying Lucario with that fishing rod. And Lucario isn't even a water-type Pokemon, so he's not used to it. He doesn't know how to deal. Oh my goodness. Isabelle absolutely putting on a clinic. But Lucario is now in a dangerous position. Or Isabelle is in a dangerous position because Lucario... Oh, and she's able to capitalize on it. I was going to say Lucario gets higher damage when they're above 150, but... Isabelle doesn't even give him a chance to get there. Lucario significantly outclassed right now. Isabelle showing them that she's not just an assistant. She can play with the big dogs too. Oh my god, the slingshot. She's absolutely toying with Lucario right now. Lucario unsure of what to do, and the spike! But Lucario is able to get back. Huge recovery from Lucario. Just waiting for him. Patience is a virtue, and almost able to take him out. Almost getting him again with the fishing rod. Oh my goodness, what a snipe. Almost getting him again. She is absolutely loving that fishing rod. Oh my goodness, an absolute clinic by the administrative assistant, and Isabelle moving on, knocking out Lucario. Lucario just fully unaware of how to deal with them. Wow. Lucario with no stocks and Isabelle taking 2 without even showing any signs of fear. Isabel moves on. Up next is going to be Sephiroth versus Marth. A short sword battle versus a long sword. Winner of this will go up against Fox in the round of 64. Sephiroth, a newcomer to these brackets. How will they do in their debut performance? Versus Marth. All right, we are going One-Winged Angel versus the White Knight. Who will be victorious in this clash of blades? Let's find out. Is this a... I can't tell if this is a Final Fantasy stage. But if it is, Sephiroth significantly advantaged. Home field advantage. Just look at that sword. It's like 3 times as long as Marth's. Sephiroth off to an early lead. Marth unable to deal with that large blade. They cannot get a word in edgewise. Oh my goodness, a heavy, heavy hit. Marth able to block the first of those 3, but unable to capitalize. Oh my goodness, with the delayed blast on those orbs. Trying to counter, but unable to. Sephiroth seeing it coming a mile away. Oh my goodness, a huge up smash. Marth on the back foot, trying to capitalize. Getting some damage, but Sephiroth showing no signs of stopping. Oh my god, the dodge and then punish. Sephiroth able to 2-stock. Marth never gone up against someone that crazy. Do not know how to deal with a sword that long. Okay, I'm being told that that was a Castlevania stage. But, needless to say, Sephiroth absolutely dominated with nearly 200% damage difference. All right. Sephiroth decidedly moving on to face off against Fox. And last but not least, in this qualifying round, we have Young Link versus Ganondorf. A tale as old as time. All right, Young Link right there. And Ganondorf is right next to him. I think we're gonna go Fire Temple suit. And then we'll go blue. Yeah, we'll go blue Ganon. All right. Will young Link be victorious, or will Ganondorf be able to reign supreme and send us into the darkest Link timeline? The Link Derby, here we go. Winner of this fight will go up against Samus in the round of 64.
2, 1, go!
And how fitting they are playing at Castle Hyrule. Link showing no fear in the face of evil. Oh, taking a huge hit from Ganon's sword. Using every item he has gathered along this way. Ganon taking a bomb hit. Oh my goodness, Link almost falling off the stage, trying to bait Ganon over to the edge. Ganon pushing him with his foot. Insane damage. Link trying to get something. Ganon absolutely stuffing the young boy. I should phrase that differently. And Ganondorf taking a stock. But young Link able to take it right back. All right, this is a 1v1 one stock. Who will be the hero of Hyrule, or will Ganon take this age into darkness? Link able to dodge that sword yet again. Ganon really going for that edge guard sword. Oh, huge hit. Oh, and Ganondorf is able to knock out young Link, and we are plunged into darkness as evil reigns. Look at that smug face on, honestly, both of them. Young Link's like, I'll see you in the fucking losers bracket, asshole. All right. Honestly, not the worst damage differential. Ganondorf usually dominates with damage output, but young Link able to hold his own against the King of the Gerudo. All right. And just like that, we have our bracket of 64 ready to go. And then we have the rest of our losers bracket. All right, well, I think that's going to be it for today. We will continue this where we do probably the first half of the round of 64. We will do the top 16 fights. Or we'll probably get through the round of 64. It's just going to take a minute. But we've been at this for 2 hours. And we have gotten to the end of the qualifying rounds. And there you have it, folks. Let's just run through them real quick. Steve versus Incineroar. Seed 1 versus Seed 64. Ryu versus Shulk did not need to qualify. They were just there. Pikachu versus King Dedede. King Dedede really low in the seed order. Going up against quite a high seed. Could be a severe upset. Roy versus King K. Rool. Again, really low in the seed order. Kazuya versus Pichu. Who Pichu had a decisive victory over Bowser Jr. Mario versus Squirtle. Diddy Kong versus Mewtwo. Palutena versus Toon Link. Mr. Game & Watch versus Wii Fit Trainer. Falco versus Greninja. Daisy versus Ike. Luigi versus the Dirty Doctor, Dr. Mario. Rob versus Banjo-Kazooie. Sora versus Pac-Man. That's going to be an interesting fight. Peach versus Zelda, the Princess Darby. Bayonetta versus Little Mac, the People's Champ. Sonic versus Ridley. Hero versus Terry. Yoshi versus the Villager. Olimar versus Simon Belmont. Mithra versus Donkey Kong. Corrin versus Ivysaur. Min Min versus Byleth. Dark Samus versus Lucina. Snake versus Bowser. Could be a huge upset there. Wolf versus Zero Suit Samus. Joker versus Meta Knight. Cloud versus Captain Falcon. Pyra versus Isabelle. And Wario versus Charizard. Fox versus Sephiroth. We still got two more, sorry. And Samus versus Ganondorf. All right. Until next time, we will see you then. This has been a blast. I hope you tune in for the next one because I'm really looking forward to getting this bracket seriously underway. We are in the round of 64. It's time. But until then, have a great one. I'll see you next time. So long!